What is up, you guys? Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Night to talk to you about all things physical media, Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, and, once in a while maybe even a VHS. Not too often, but who knows? I'm open to any format. If it's the only format I can get that particular film or TV show on, then so be it. Wow, I'd really hate it to be VHS, though, because I don't have a player hooked up. I do have one. Anyway, if you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell and keep up with what's happening here on the channel. A lot of stuff coming up. I got pickups for you today. Before I get to the pickups, I want to give sort of the final word on my previous video where we talked about archive collecting versus curating. I had some really awesome conversations here on the channel with people talking about why they buy, how they collect, how they hunt, things that they picked up lately. I had one person share a whole list of stuff that they bought because they were able to get a nice chunk of things for their library in one big buy, and that's awesome. So the first thing I want to say, the conversations on YouTube were amazing and really cool. On one other social media outlet in particular, it became kind of a weird dumpster fire, and I don't really know why. So with that in mind, I want to say no type of collecting is better than any other type of collecting. Collect in the way that makes you happy. That's what I say. I'm just happy we're all buying physical media. That's all that matters to me, is we're all out there still buying Blu-rays and DVDs because I want to keep the media alive as long as we can. But to be 100% clear on how I collect as a curator, I believe the first sort of, number one first element of curating, and I thought this was understood, and I believe it was on YouTube, maybe but not on other social media outlets, is to curate, you're buying things you like, okay? So as a curator, if it's on my shelf, I have to like it before anything else, It has to be something I like. I won't keep things in my collection that I don't like. I understand why people that are archivers do, because they're collecting for history. They're collecting to have everything. But for me, the first thing is I have to like it. And I try to pick stuff that I know I'm going to rewatch over and over again. There are some things that I think are amazing movies that I know is not something I'm going to watch very often, if ever, again, that I don't have in my collection. And I will change that to a point because as a student of film, part 2, after liking the film, is bonus features. I want to learn about film. I want to learn how films are made. I'm a filmmaker myself, so every little thing that I hear about creating film is important to me, and I love to hear it. And so when I'm thinking about films that I don't necessarily plan to watch again anytime soon, the first example I can think of is Schindler's List. I think that is an amazing film. It's a beautiful film. It's also painfully sad and not something I'm going to watch, on a very regular basis. But the latest version that's out there I know has a lot of bonuses and behind the scenes and making of and that kind of thing. So I will add it to my collection when I come across it for that reason. And to be able to refer to those. Because there are movies, the Lord of the Rings films in particular, that I don't watch the films that often. But I do when I'm in the mood to sort of review some really good making of bonus features. I revisit those bonus features. Okay? So first I have to like it. And right there with that, I feel like number 2 is bonus features and also audio and video quality, because I want library quality versions of films that I like. If a basic, Mill Creek version of the film is all that's out there, then fine. That's the version that I'll have. But if there is a Criterion with a new 4K scan, then that's the one I'm going to take, because I want it to be future-proofed and to be able to work well with my media system and all of that stuff. So right there, it's bonus features and audio-video quality. That's all part of being library quality curating, to me. And then after that, if it's a cool package, if it's a steelbook or whatever, then that's cool. I'll take that too. I don't necessarily pay for packaging, but I do find that good bonus features and cool packaging often kind of go in tandem. I had previously mentioned the Paramount Presents copy of Ghost that I have, and I was called to task on that because I said, I have it, I don't love the film, but inherently deep within me there is that sort of archiver that wants to see the entire line because it's numbered on the spine, and to have that on the shelf is really cool looking. And instead I was going to do it, it's probably going to be going from my library. But that little piece of me wants to keep it. And I was called to task on that because I was asked on Facebook, I believe, why did I buy it to start with? Well, that's someone who doesn't necessarily follow the show on a regular basis, but you may remember that Paramount sent that to me for review. So that's how I ended up with that one, is it was sent for review. And I did write the review over on culturesmash.tv if you want to see the in-depth sort of written review of that film. So that's my last word on that. And I just wanted to sort of clarify my feeling on what curating is and what it is to me. Everybody has their own definition of what collecting is, and none of them are right or wrong. Just love what you do. That's all I care about. You know, I want you to love it as much as I do, and I hope that you do. So that's the last word on that. Let's get to some unboxings of a few cool things. I got some more stuff from Paramount, and I also picked up one thing. So the first thing I got from Paramount, and this I haven't even opened yet, to be honest with you, I got Jack Ryan Season 2. If you guys have watched this, I know this is an Amazon original. If you've watched this, let me know in the comments. Is it good? You know, I'm curious to take a look. Not much creativity here in the internal packaging department there. It's, you know, would have been nice if they had done a different label on the inside. But this is a TV series, and TV series tend to be, honestly, pretty basic in that way. I don't know what there are as far as bonus features on this yet. Can I crack into this having not seen season 1 also? Someone did tell me that I can. So that'll be good. Otherwise I'm going to have to look up a... let me get something to open with here, because I'm having some real troubles. You guys. But I'm going to have to get a recap on YouTube because I haven't seen season 1. So let's take a look and see if there's anything inside. This feels like a pretty standard, like, basic release. No digital code on this one, you guys. Just basic discs. Looks like there's some internal artwork, though, which that's kind of cool. Is it reversible or just internal artwork? It's just inside. But it does have the episode guide and that kind of thing. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to be breaking into this over the next week or so to get this review written. So let me know in the comments what you think of the show if you've seen it. I would love to hear and sort of get a feel for what to expect. So what did I buy? I did buy a TV series. I haven't taken the price tag off yet. I did something I don't normally do, and part of me probably shouldn't, but I got this for really, really cheap. I don't normally buy individual seasons of TV series because I usually try to hold out on newer TV shows hoping for like a collection. But I got this really cheap just for a few bucks, so it's Daredevil Season 1. Yes, I know it's on Netflix to stream, but I'll get better quality here for sure. And also I want to own this because as of the time we're speaking, I have let Netflix go. I don't find much on Netflix right now that I care about. So I've just let it go. I'm streaming mostly on Hulu. That's the back. And we got a flyer here. Got a loose disc. The discs all have the same artwork. It looks like there is some internal. Ooh, I hate this. The way that this is. That's why we have a flyer. These are stacked discs. And to me, that's just... I'm glad these are Blu-rays and not DVDs, the way they're stacked in here, because that's just asking for trouble. So, there is some internal artwork right there, just kind of like... We've got the episode listing, a little kind of him over the city thing. I hate this package, you guys. Oof. This is like the worst. Stacked discs. Netflix just doesn't care. Anyway, I got season 1, and it was just a few bucks, so if I can find season 2 and 3, that'll be great. I think there were 3 seasons, right? But whatever there were, if I can find the others, that'll be great. Now for the last thing, this is another thing that Paramount sent me, and I was saving this to the end because I'm very happy for this one. Calling back to the ghost situation, I have Airplane. This is another Paramount Presents. This is a movie I do actually appreciate from a film history standpoint. I watched this, and to me, it doesn't necessarily, some of the jokes don't necessarily hold up over time, but the evergreen jokes that are here do hold up. And for example, the "Don't Call Me Shirley" joke, that is a joke that people still make today. So as far as impact on film history, I do really appreciate this film, and there are some great moments in it. So that is the artwork. I watched the bonus features. They are not very good. There's really only 2, but we'll get into that on another time. I just want to kind of show you the packaging right now. There was no digital code, of course. As is consistent with these Paramount Presents, is they do some cool internal artwork, and they really focus again on the filmmaker, which is one thing that really just kind of grips me, is that they care about the people that make the films. So the other special thing, if you didn't see the other installments, the Paramount Presents is their great cover art, because, I mean, this is fine, but what they do here is you get this fold out here that gives you the original poster art, which is real cool. I love being able to look at these original posters for some of the classics. So that's my pickups, you guys. I hope everyone's having a great time. Let me know in the comments what you're watching. What are you picking up? I know there's some Dollar Tree sales going on right now. I haven't personally partaken in those because I don't seem to find titles that I care about that are on my sort of wish list of things I need to add to my library. I did get told in the comments for the previous video that there are a lot of Magnet releasing and Magnolia titles. So I like those 2 labels. They put out some good indie films, so I might have to go and take a look. Anyway, there you go, guys. I hope everyone's having a great time watching some great films and TV. Until next we meet, pull something cool off your shelf, share it with friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films and TV. I'll see you in the next one.